Hi, everybody. How are you doing? It's Saturday where I live in Northern California, and it's a beautiful day. And I'm going to BBQ, and my eldest son is here, and we're going to see Batman tonight. So I've got a wonderful day scheduled. And just FYI, I'm going to be on with Kirsten Langston, Third Eye Champagne, the one who I've credited and told you that she's the reason that I even started YouTube. Well, also she was the reason I almost did started, because when I would do it with her at her house, she had the lights, she had everything set up. I'm like, no. So when my guide said, you're going to do a YouTube channel, I'm like, what? I'm not set up for, I don't know how to do that. I just sat in front of a computer and that was it. So but it'll be good to be back with her. So we've posted a poster, put your little questions down there. You guys have already sent me well over 250 questions for today. I really appreciate it. I might take some of these over for tomorrow too. I also am getting a lot of questions about who I would recommend. Everybody's really good. Off the top, I will tell you, I have some people that I have had readings with. And those of you, if I forgot you, just write me at grindle9103@gmail.com, because I just forgot. There's just so many people. I also met a new lady named Carol. She was a client, and she, her name's Carol Ann, Compassionate Tarot. I think she charges $80 for a half hour. And her number is 843-399-8145. And I'm going to post it below this link just to let you know. Carol Ann, as in Poltergeist, Carol Ann, she read me and she does the tarot, but she did the high end of your chakras. And I got to tell you, she was hitting it dead on. I was very surprised. I'm going to tell you, she's good. Okay, so, Jen Lynn is excellent. Mel Dorr is excellent. Sterling is excellent. Sue Lynn, Melissa, Free Range Psychic, especially with past life experiences. I've sent a lot of my clients there and they've been very happy with her. Medium Kim, Copeland, Andre at Astrology Alert. And I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody here. I know that Revealing Light did a terrific reading, and I love Intuitive You, but I think she stopped reading. I don't know. And I like Debbie Z, but I haven't had a not Debbie Z too, but I like Debbie at Freebird because I see how she reads and I like it. So I'm going to get a formal reading from her. At Angel Heart for You, I've told some of you there's a Chris Hernandez that you can go, like you used to book with me. You can go on the Angel Heart site. There's a Chris Hernandez, and they got a new reader that used to be one of the first people that came up to Sedona. Her name is Carol Cook, and she did a reading for me recently, and I thought she was really good. But you can book her through the Angel Heart site. So that's easy peasy, because we all like it. And now I got more readings coming up, so I'll let you know. Some of these are a little more expensive, like $300. But yeah, I'll let you know. And I'll tell you, Sterling and Mel have saved my lives a lot, because sometimes things have happened and they'll just take a quick look and boom, they know what the answer is. Okay, you guys, we've got the 2 free reads. Thank you to my sister, Deborah Lazzarini. And, or she likes to call her Deborah G. I'm gonna mix these up because I threw a whole bunch of bags of names in here. So if you hear your name, write me at grindle9103@gmail.com. This will be for a free 30-minute reading in the month of May. Okay, but listen, remember, I call you and I can't get through a blocked account. So don't block or not accept blocked people, because I use a landline that I pay extra so I can call all over the world, because I'm reading people everywhere. I think I read Germany the other day. But anyway, okay, so just FYI. First winner is Brandy S, area code 913. And let's get a second winner. Second winner is Judy C at 818 area code. Congratulations. I'll catch you on the other side here. Get a hold of me and we will do it in May. May is my Sedona event. So, you know, I have to squeeze you guys in probably the end of May. Okay. So what other announcement did I have to make? I think that might be it, but I'll be on again tomorrow. So, and the other box that I picked, those are the members, and I pick for them too. So they actually get, every month they get four chances to win. There's 2 for them and 2 for here. So, okay. So thank you all. And I'm just going to cleanse the energy real quick. And I just want to take a look, see, just general, okay, before we get into the questions. I want to bring in those who are with me. Can you tell me? Anything we need to know about the political or spiritual health of this world? Is there something coming up that we should be, you know, some astrologers were saying that, I guess there's some bad aspects. I'm going to have I'm going to ask Andre if he wants to do live because I figured out how to use StreamYard. Yay. So I can do live now with someone else on the show. Yay. Cost some cash, but I'm on. So we'll ask Andre too about the aspects because people were saying like the 4th or 3rd is horrible. Somebody was saying nuclear. Some people were saying Joe Biden's gonna die. But when I looked at their history, they also predicted Trump was gonna win. Okay, let's check it out. Judgment. We are walking into a realm of new possibilities. There will be peace on earth. There will be a time that families can be together, loved ones. Our journey is almost there, you guys. Our journey is almost there. Decision, secrets, new medical things coming up. And this is a good card for me. This is victory after burden. But notice how the wands are all straight up. I read my cards different, you guys, so you'll just have to take what I tell you. But we're pushing towards gathering all this drama and moving forward, okay? And below it, at the basis of it is the swords, the heartbreak, which we're going through right now. We are all in heartbreak. Okay, so behind us is communication, one piece of news after the other. Some monetary things will be taking place, probably for the United States, but it's actually plus. It's not huge, but maybe even gas prices going down. We're standing at the Fool's Road. So this is the basis of this nation, period. So it's sort of an enlightenment, a lighter attitude. Okay, so I'm not seeing Armageddon here. We're very strong. We've gotten stronger thanks to all the drama, okay? A king of rods. So there might be some news of a king of rods. I do rods as an air sign. And magic. Magic. Being able to create, like all of us coming together praying for the Ukraine might create magic. As you know, right now they're doing pretty good. And the 3 after is the death, the 4 of wands, and the page of cups. So there's someone we do love that's going to cross, but it's not the president. It's sort of a new beginning. Someone could pass, it's famous, but it's like they're old enough. It's not some young person and we're hit with the swords and the trauma. It feels like there's a passing of someone. Okay, hold on. Without the cards, I just want to ask, is there something you want me to tell people? I don't know why I'm getting these words, but I'm hearing honor. Honor the realm within and without. Give hope to this nation. The information you're receiving tends to be on the anxiousness and negative side. Do not forget that a lot of news media makes their money out of the power of fear. Don't hold on to it. They're saying, let it go. We are here. We will protect you. And even terrestrials are working on Russia right now. That is weird. That's the first time I've heard that from me. They are making sure that nothing's going to destroy us. So don't be afraid of nukes. I'm almost feeling assured there will be no nuke situation. That was cool. I'm kind of high right now. I got a really nice comments too. Just people really want to say thank you. Oh, hi, Linda. Hope you're doing well. Will the DOJ publicly expose the extent of the money trail linking the GOP ties to Russia? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. There's a lot of stuff coming up, you guys. Mark my words. Let's just check it out. See if I can get more specific. You know that Ron Johnson guy, the one that went to Russia, is always with the mouth. I saw him being like stuck in a corner. Like there's some energy on him. We don't wish for negative. We can't, you guys, but there's justice coming. Honor, they keep using the word honor to me. Yeah, so people were in bed with Russia. People were in bed with Russia. Here's the money they were raking in. And it's more than just Russia, it's other nations. There's sort of some inside organization, and it's evil. You know, Putin is evil. So this is the DOJ. So this is definitely, they might not have it all till July. Sorry, you guys. But this is like the king sitting here saying, negative. So here comes that 10 of swords, 10 of wands again. So after much struggle, they will link it together. And it's going to make a lot of people angry. I see people like that Kosh guy. I see him working as hard as he can to not let the people know, or be sure to try to protect Russia. Okay. Cindy wants to know, she's fearing that the gas prices are going to cause us to lose seats. Don't forget, things are going to change before November. And I sat and really concentrated, and with all my heart, without, coming in any kind of judgment, I asked the higher rep about the midterms, and I'm not getting the reputes taking over, because more ugly is coming out. And I actually see us taking the Senate with a bigger measure, and I see us getting through with Congress. I don't know why, and I've told you guys this before, but gas prices, even as we speak, are going down by a few cents. But all these doom and gloomers, I'm seeing that this is actually going to work out. I don't know why. And don't forget, the president's going to start where we start making our own materials to make electrical cars. My friend Dan, he really loves electric. I have a hybrid, and I hardly drive it. So, I'm saving. I don't hardly gas up for anything. So I just see, because here's the deal. You got to be able for the young folks and people without a lot of money to afford these cars. And they're just too damn expensive. So what I see is the United States giving some sort of program or helping people get into a car like that. Because remember when Tesla first came out, nobody could afford it. So, we might not all afford Teslas, but we'll be able to get something comparable. So don't worry, Cindy, things are going to be okay. I'm here to tell you, because I'm here to make you calm, and I'm telling you right now, it's going to be okay. That's a good question. Christine asked, are the people being investigated for the January 6th insurrection going to be able to run, or are they going to be kicked out? The January 6th congressmen, are they going to be able to run? Or are they going to be kicked out? You know, a lot of them are struggling because of money. I think they've been cut off. That's interesting. Here's Biden, and he comes through conquering. So I wonder if we're going to pass some measures to make sure they're not able to take that Russian money. Listen, we have nothing but good news. We have nothing but good news. So this must be good news, because not all of them are going to get out, but a good portion of them. Now, don't forget that Trump is not able to keep the people he wants in. Like he's even that Madison, whatever, Hathorn. Remember that he's invited him to his North Carolina event, you know, because if Trump wants you, you're going to win. Not the case. That kid is on his way out. And what's interesting is, and I will tell you guys this till you're blue in the face with these stories. Remember that Trump was going state to state saying, vote for this person, vote for this person, vote for this person. And he lost. He lost a good portion of the people he wanted to win. He lost Georgia. I think they got an extra a Senate seat, and that was it. And they say that was the worst mood he was ever in, the worst mood. Okay, so. Oh yeah, let's look at this. BJ wants to know that attack on the Russian facility. Oh, they were like, they have no business, you know, coming over the border. Hello, you have no business coming over the border too. It's typical. It's typical. You can't do this to me, but you're doing it. So will there be any repercussions for that? It was done by the Ukraine. Thank you. There was a strategic reason they're doing this. And I will tell you that they were given intel. Oh my God, there's a lot of intel coming towards Ukraine. They are really just focusing in on them. This is where you're going to strike. This is what you need to do. Oops, furious. This might make it to where I told you that he may say, press the button. But I see his people say no. I see people within his organization being snuffed out. He's already fired. He fires people left and right, sort of like what Trump likes to do. So what does this mean? And listen, that Ukraine, you know, it's one of the poorest countries around, but there's a lot of, let me tell you, when this is all done and dusted, it's going to be built up by other nations. It's a good feeling. You got your Ten of Swords reverse, excellent card reverse. Like finally, they're going to conquest. They're going to make it. They're going to make it. So yeah, Russia knows. Okay. You know, I think the Ukraine is being protected. I knew that the higher realms were protecting them, the ETs, to make sure that nothing happens. Somebody posted a video, but I didn't repost it because I can't tell if it's for real. It was real hard to see. They were showing a UFO actually stopping a missile, but you know, you can't trust everything that comes out. So yeah, I'm going to tell you guys right now that as far as how these cards look, Russia may try to come in and do some terrible bombing, but for some reason, I even think that you know, they're not paying these guys, they're not feeding these guys. I feel like there's something that's going to happen within the military where they say, we're done, we're out of here. Of course, they'll all be shot, but they don't care. Yeah, that Chris that wants to know, can you read on the frame of mind of Democratic leaders going into 2022? Now, I don't see people deflated. I'm not quite sure where you got that from. I've seen some specific political people looking at the numbers and talking about it. You can't go with business as usual because this is a horse of a different color. This is an insurrection. This is a lot of stuff coming out when they do, which will be before November on live TV. They're going to talk about what happened. And yeah, it doesn't matter. Your Trumpsters are your Trumpsters. They're going to vote for him. We can't change their mind. Those of you that I read that have family members that are Trumpsters, you know what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter what you say. Just like the ones who sat in on the impeachment. Doesn't matter about all the evidence. What matters is we say, nah. Nobody's sitting there really with a fair hand. So, but his like, okay, look at that media thing. What did I tell you guys about that media thing that he had Devin Nunes leave his seat, I guess Congress seat, to work, and now it's a total failure. And they're blaming everybody else but them. But the bottom line, he's not that interesting. Okay. Let's look at Biden. People want to know how his health is going. How's our sweet Biden doing? I'm feeling almost like an ET energy. Sterling is so good at this, but I'm feeling like an ET. This man has come to me before. And it's almost like never, like, don't even worry, like he's covered, like he's got things to do. He was chosen. So no, he's not. You know, there are some chosen, like I think Abraham Lincoln was chosen, but the assassination was part of the plan. Jesus was chosen, but the crucifixion was part of the plan. So let's see. Let's look at our Biden. How's he doing? Oh, yes. I think someone asked, so what exactly did Jared Kushner talk about? He's exhausted, that's for sure. He needs more rest. Okay. But he's got the Ten of Swords reversed. Like I told you, that's a good card. You know, his numbers are down, and you know, you can't help, you want people to like you, but the good news is he's a Scorpio. Scorpio is really, at the end of the day, as much as they'd like you to like him, they'll do whatever's for your own good. They can be very dynamic, very to the point. Look at this. Give him 2 more years and he's conquering the nation. And there is a tower in his house, something unexpected. So, I mean, I'm not feeling it's health related. Could even mean Putin does something awful. He disrupts there's a little bit disruption in the house. You know, I think even the numbers they're talking about Biden is actually way better than what they're saying. The bottom line is he's got our back. And like I've said, and I'm about ready to write to my president and anybody else that'll listen. Ask the Republicans what the hell they're going to do. All I hear is about them cutting Social Security and Medicare. They don't want the price of insulin to go down. They don't want to penalize oil barons. So what exactly are you going to do? Where's that great health care? The best ever that Trump was supposed to bring through. Hello, TikTok. Where is it? So throw it back on them and say that, you know, the economy and blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's fighting with Ukraine, but that's good, but he's not fighting hard enough. What exactly is it that the Republicans could do better? That's your question right there. Okay. Thank you for all these questions, you guys. And I might take them over and use them with Kirsten too. Thank you guys on the prayers. You know, I do prayer Tuesday. I did Wednesday last week. And I'm getting miraculous type of comments. This one lady, her dog couldn't walk and she was so scared, and we did the prayer, and the dog, she said, within 10 minutes from the prayer was walking. So it's like, whoa, I didn't know it was that fantastic. But if you ask in my name, if more than one of you ask in my name, so energetically putting out prayers helps. Look at the Ukraine. It was looking bad. You guys are giving me so much. If you're watching my head getting bigger, that's because I'm reading all these beautiful comments. Oh, did I tell you my kids and I are going to go see Batman tonight? Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Patty said, hi, Linda. My husband can both hear and see our guide. Yes, we share this guide. So the info we get is easy to understand. Our guide tells me that it's better if one can actually hear a guide talking. I hear it right in my right ear. I've heard voices clearly only a handful of times from the spirit world, but there was no mistaking the message. He says that you have this ability as well, but most on YouTube do not. I was wondering how long you've had this ability. Oh, thank you, Patty. She got a cute little puppy in there too. So, okay. So how long have I had the ability? Well, I've always heard and always knew someone was watching me. I remember as a little girl sitting at my seat, knowing there was a group of angelic forms sitting like they were in a classroom watching me. I swear to God, I also had a good imagination, but the actual conversations, I got little bits and pieces. One time as I was growing and coming into this realm, evil doesn't want you there. Evil will do everything it can to stop you from walking in the light. And listen, I was not a light worker before this. So as I was in Laguna Beach, and as I was sort of like opening my realm and asking and interpreting, I got in two books that I loved, Ye Are Gods by Annalise Guerin and The Door to Everything. Beautiful books. Anyway, so I was told to sit on a chair in a dream and say the Lord's Prayer out loud, and you better mean every word of it or you will get smashed. And by that, I mean the chair would go up into the ceiling and smash you. So I sat there and concentrated, and I said the Lord's Prayer word for word, word for word. And I could sometimes feel the chair shake, and I just concentrated. But I could literally hear other people screaming, getting smashed. I was scared to death. I woke up out of this dream saying the Lord's Prayer out loud. But remember, I was raised with atheists. I didn't know the Lord's Prayer, but I knew it in the dream. And a couple of times, especially in Laguna Beach, I don't know why Laguna Beach and me have this connection, but sometimes this man is always a male, and he would be talking to me. And he told me I had something great to do. And, I'm like, he was saying, you have something great. And the numbers I think it was 2022. So that's this year. But I started the YouTube, 4 years ago. But anyway, so I would get these hits and these fantastic dreams. And I was always fighting evil in the dreams, and I'd always win. Thank you very much. And then after cancer, I was standing in my bedroom, and I heard this man as clear as day in my right ear say to me, well, first of all, when I was walking my dog, cancer, no hair, no breasts, walking my dog down a path, I begged for my life. And I heard a man say very clearly, there's no such thing as death. And when he said that, I got embarrassed. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. As a nurse, I've seen spirits go out of their bodies. I've seen spirit, and I thought, you're right. And the other person that talked to me was Jesus when I was 8 years old, but we'll get into that later. Anyway, so I said, oh my God, you're right. And I handed my whole life over. I said, into thy hands, I commence my spirit, so to speak. If I die, I die. That's cool. Whatever you say. And something happened to me in that moment where I was awake, like zooming. So then later, as I'm started doing readings and having a good time and noticing I'm really good with mediumship, seeing the other side, seeing dead people. The first lady I had, her husband walked through the wall at Angel Heart, and not her husband, her son, and he was tall, blue eyes, beard, long hair, boots, motorcycle boots. And he proceeded to tell me exactly how he died. And she's wailing. I couldn't look at her or I'd start crying too. And he's telling me that he had 2 kids with this woman that he wished he would have married, but he never married her. He was very stubborn. He had hit a 18-wheeler and he knew he was dead, and he's trying to tell everybody I'm not dead. And then he said, would you tell my mom that I'm here and I'm fine? I'm more alive now than when I had a body. Those were his exact words. In fact, I'm thinking of using that for my book to be the title. I'm more alive now than when I had a body. And then all of them started coming through. But when I was standing in my bedroom one day, a man said in my right ear, as clear as day, you're going to start a YouTube video, your YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, hey, out to the know, because I just got done seeing poor Kristen. She, lights, makeup, she does the whole bit. Not me. Oh, hell no, I barely brushed my hair. So can you believe I argued with a higher realm? I mean, they could have put lightning and struck me down. All right, okay, biatch. So he said, Linda, you will help calm people down. And thus I listened to him, went to the computer, just started doing what I had no idea what I was doing. The other thing they've told me is to write that book, which I really am getting an editor now. So we're getting into that. Okay. But it's interesting. I was kind of beating myself up for taking so long, but actually more stories have happened. So it's actually worked out really well. Okay. But thank you guys for all your well wishes. Oh, the other thing he said that I want to tell you guys, besides you will help calm people down. And then that's when they were showing me, like the Republicans jumping off the ship like rats, because they're not pleased with the Republicans. They were the ones that told me to stop talking so negative about Trump. And some of you guys, some people got mad. How could you do? What do you mean he's a lowlife? Well, yeah, but see, we're ruining our own energy by focusing on him. Because that hatred does nothing to him. It only hurts you. People who can't get past things. Those people. It just keeps going. But the other thing he said to me, if your ego gets in the way, we will remove your gift. I don't know how he knew I had a big ego. But, I was from a family of violence, and where it was a weird dynamic. So that upsets your ability to even love yourself. So I was always loved to be gregarious, loved people, but, I had issues. So, and I would get hurt easy. They say, and somebody got mad at me about saying that, but I've heard this and I believe it based on my own account, is that people who get hurt really easy tend to have, it's ego based. Because really, if you stand in the realm, like my practice with Eckhart Tolle, you will not, those things go right through you. That's their deal. That's not your deal. So anyway, okay. So I've talked enough, you guys. Okay, so let's see what else we have here. That poster that we did with Kirsten, she did that, by the way. She's very talented. And like I told you, I got SteamYard. Thanks to Kirsten telling me what the hell to do. Okay, so here we go. Let's just pick up a couple more questions. I'm going to keep you all, I don't run long videos, never have. Okay, this is a good one. M. Simpson said, hey, the Staten Island Amazon workers are in the union, Biden's proud of that. So they, I know they'd like to fire them all, but will other places, hold on, I don't even have to throw the cards. They're talking to me now. I heard yes. I heard other unions, other Amazon places will start, it's gonna start building up and up to where it's like the whole doggone thing. Now, Amazon might not be happy with that. And they may try to raise rates, what they already do anyway, so I'd rather have someone get a decent paycheck, a good medical, because they were kind of running people into the ground. I heard absolutely yes. I'm getting that's the clearest day. I have to go with that, you guys. Okay, so DZ and Kat said, happy Saturday. Hope you are well. My question is, what is your spirits guys' best advice to help us all stay positive as we continue to navigate through these challenging times? I know when the whole Ukraine thing happened, I was just so devastated. And I remember praying so hard it hurt. I just wanted to magically stop all of that. But there's a calmness with the guys. And of course, they're not in body, so they don't have to worry. We're in body. You know what I'm saying? We have to do things like make sure there's enough money to pay for the groceries or worry about getting hit by a drunk driver. Those kind of things are the things we deal with in human source. But vibrationally, okay, thank you. So they're doing this. They're saying, okay, wipe clear the thoughts. When you start phobicking or start focusing on something, put out that, like I do, thy will be done. Put out the energy for well-being and then stand down. Because no amount of angst and prayers and action works as well as your connection to source. Nothing works as well. Be whole, be solid, and try not to always be overthinking, even in your desires. Some people have desires. I really want to do this, or I want to be a psychic reader like you, Linda, or want to let them handle it for you. You don't have to take it all on by yourself. That's what they're there for. You know, I gave my life. I said, fair enough. Now you tell me. And they did. But you know, you've got to really be able to release those expectations and stuff that you do. Now, I just want to read something to you guys that some of you may have already read. I did a little statement. Where is it at? Oh, I didn't put it on here. Let me read it to you. By the way, if you want my YouTube, it's Linda G. Comanche Psychic. It all begins and ends with love. I just wrote this. I was just sitting here and then boom, 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 boom. It all begins and ends with love. You were born to give love and seek love. When you die, you will be back where you came from. The all-encompassing, brilliant light of love. Nothing else matters. Don't waste life in hate, sorrow, and self-indulgence. Focus on that which brought you here. Allow the force of the omnipresent to heal you and work through you. I am so sorry I waited so long. Love not defined by who loves you, but by your untarnished connection to that which brought you here. Begin again. Linda G. Begin again. So hand it over. It's like the best mom and dad you ever had. It's that comfort of a home, a comfort of knowing you were unconditionally loved. You know, so many people are out there by themselves. They, you know, maybe even their own families aren't very warm towards them. Or maybe you had a relationship that didn't work out and your heart still hurts. Ask them for help. Ask them to fill your cup. Ask them to give. I'm telling you, it happens. Trust me. It happens. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And do what you can to help others when you can, you know. Give compliments. Throw money at something if you can. Okay, you guys, I'm going to end this. I'm going to cook for my boys here in a minute. And like I said, we're going to go see Batman. I haven't been to I still wear a mask. I don't know about you guys, but I still wear a mask. Tomorrow when I'm with Kirsten, we might take a look at this new virus coming through. Didn't Sterling say maybe 2 more, or was it? Anyway, we got some coming up, but I'm not seeing Armageddon. So love you all. Cheers.